Bricc Baby and Luce exposed by J Hood, while Drake gets a mysterious warning from UMG, Post Malone, and Lil Wayne. Everything in the rap world feels like it's spinning at once. Just when people thought it couldn't get crazier, J Hood steps in and shakes the table by exposing Bricc Baby and Luce, two names that have been popping up more and more in underground circles and hip-hop drama. While that's unfolding, Drake is quietly dealing with something that has fans nervous, a strange, behind-the-scenes warning involving UMG, Post Malone, and even Lil Wayne. Nobody's saying too much, but the tension in the air feels real. Let's start with J Hood. He's not someone who bites his tongue, and this time he didn't hold back. During a live stream, he made it clear that he had receipts and real insight into what's going on with Bricc Baby and Luce. According to J Hood, these two have been moving in a way that's not just shady, but downright dangerous. He didn't accuse them of clout chasing. He called them out for being involved in some deeper-level street manipulation, using industry connections to create confusion and drama just to stay relevant. J Hood didn't throw these names out casually. He looked dead serious. He said the streets already knew what was up, but now it was time for the fans to hear it too. According to him, Bricc Baby and Luce have been spreading lies, fueling tension, and dragging real ones into internet beefs that could spill over into real-life violence. What makes this different is that J Hood isn't a media guy or a gossip blogger. He's from the trenches, and when someone like him speaks, people listen. He even suggested that Bricc Baby and Luce are trying to start problems between major artists just to make themselves look more important. He said they act like middlemen, but in reality, they're playing both sides. It's the kind of snake behavior that gets people hurt, and J Hood said he's had enough. But while the streets are locked in on that drama, something much bigger might be brewing around Drake. Out of nowhere, rumors started flying that Drake had been given a quiet warning from some serious names in the business, UMG, Post Malone, and even his old mentor Lil Wayne. No official statement has come out, but something behind the scenes is definitely happening. The talk is that Drake may have crossed a line, or is about to, and the big dogs are stepping in to calm things down before it explodes. Drake has been on edge lately. From rap beefs to cryptic lyrics, it's clear he's carrying something heavy. But now, people close to the industry are whispering that UMG, his label's parent company, might be trying to put some pressure on him, not because of sales, but because of what he's about to say. Maybe in a diss, maybe in a leaked track. Nobody knows for sure. But whatever it is, it's serious enough that Post Malone and even Lil Wayne have supposedly tapped in to send a message. If that's true, it's major. Think about it. Post Malone has never been the type to jump into drama. He stays low-key, minds his business, and keeps it about the music. So for him to be part of a group warning Drake, that means this isn't regular industry gossip. That means this might affect the business at a level even fans don't fully understand. Post doesn't play with politics unless it's real. And Lil Wayne, he raised Drake in this game. Their bond has always been strong. So if Wayne is involved, that's a sign it's not just about beef. It's about keeping Drake safe, focused, and away from whatever trap might be getting set for him. The theory floating around is that Drake might have been planning to drop something that could damage not just artists, but whole label relationships. Some say it's connected to the Kendrick Lamar situation. Others think it's about secrets that haven't hit the public yet. But J Hood's words about people stirring things up in the background start to hit harder when you realize the timing. What if Bricc Baby and Luce aren't just drama starters? What if they're part of a bigger game that includes trying to get Drake to react? If they're pushing buttons behind the scenes, they could be feeding fake info or hyping up certain issues to make Drake snap and expose things that are better left unsaid. That could explain why UMG is stepping in. They don't want their golden boy starting a war that messes with the money. It's easy to forget how big Drake is. When he speaks, the world listens. And if he drops the wrong names or tells the wrong story, it could set off a chain reaction. Record labels don't like that kind of power in the hands of someone they can't fully control. And Drake, he's never been more independent. He's got his own label, his own money, and a direct line to the fans. That makes him dangerous in the best and worst ways. This whole situation feels like pressure from all angles. Drake's got beef on the mic. He's got the industry watching. And now he's got old friends and big corporations stepping in like bodyguards, trying to stop him before he does something that changes everything. And while all that's happening, Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon are being exposed by J Hood as possible agents of chaos. So what happens next? If Drake listens to the warning, he might hold back a record that could have set the internet on fire. That would disappoint fans, but keep things peaceful. If he ignores it, we might see the return of the most dangerous version of Drake, the one with nothing to lose and everything to say. Either way, the fact that UMG, Post Malone, and Lil Wayne are allegedly involved shows how real it is. And as for Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon, their names are hot right now, but not in a good way. If what J Hood is saying sticks, they could find themselves cut off from the industry for good. The game doesn't respect people who play both sides, especially when real consequences are on the line. The energy around all of this is different. This isn't just about music anymore. This is about control, about legacy, about people using power, secrets, and manipulation to stay relevant, or to stop someone else from becoming too powerful. And right now, all eyes are on Drake, waiting to see which move he makes next. One word from him could turn the whole culture upside down. But if J Hood is right, and the behind-the-scenes players are pushing buttons to create chaos, then Drake's next bar could be more than just a lyric. It could be a trigger. And when that happens, no warning from UMG, Post Malone, or Lil Wayne will be enough to stop what comes next. The game is heating up, and everyone better